Hi, I'm Price Campbell. I'm going to be your host for this week's Wmms, and now on to school news.
It's Dawson
and Rex
with your school news. We will start out with the best news. Thanksgiving break begins Wednesday, November 24th. Bad news, no WMX next week.
Yearbook sales continue to take place online at johnstonsyearbooks.com with free personalization and $1 icons.
The food drive ends Monday, so you have today and Monday to help some families in need. Thanks to Junior Beta Club for setting up the food drive.
With that said, Picture Makeup Day is November 30th, and round 4 of Power Hour will take place on Monday. Make sure you find out where you're going before the end of the day. This has been Rex
and Dawson
signing off.
On the latest episode of McNabb Yearbook Crimes.
Do you know why I'm here? Do you know why I'm here? Because you haven't bought your yearbook yet. So buy your yearbook today at johnstonsyearbook.com. Free personalization and $1 icon. So don't be like her and buy your yearbook today.
Now on to weather.
Here with this week's school weather, and on Friday it's going to be a high with 44 and a low of 26 with sunny, and on Saturday it's going to be 54 with a low of 39 with partly cloudy, and on Sunday it's going to be 52 with a low of 30 with rain. And this has been this week's school weather with Isaac.
Hey guys, it's Mia, and I'm back here on WMS with a new feature for Lost and Found. Your stuff is getting piled up and you need to come claim it. So here we have an Ozark Trail lunchbox. It's very nice, you might want that. And here we have a nice North Face jacket. Your parents are probably wondering where this is, and it's an $80 jacket, so you might want to come get that. Here was a pencil pouch found in Miss Croucher's room. You definitely want your big bottle of hand sanitizer and all your school supplies. Here we have an Adidas bag that has been found, and it also has shoes in it. You might want these. They are very good shoes. And then we have a hand warmer from Nike. It's very good use for stuff, and you might want to come claim that too. There is a lot more stuff that has not been claimed as well, but that's all the time we have now. This has been Mia with your WMS Lost and Found.
Now on to lunch.
Hey, it's Duran Owens for your school lunch. And today we're having club wrap or grilled cheese, Doritos, fresh broccoli with baby carrots, fresh grapes, applesauce, and milk. And next week on Monday we're having barbecue chicken with biscuit or grilled cheese, mashed potatoes, broccoli, casserole, fresh oranges, baked apples, ice cream, and milk. And that's your school lunch with Duran Owens.
Now on to sports.
Hey everyone, it's May
And Mackenzie.
and we're here with this week's school sports. This week has been a busy week for McNabb sports. Volleyball played Thursday night at Bourbon, where both 6th and 7th grade won, while 8th grade took the loss. Volleyball played again last night at home versus Clark County. Results were not available at this time. Next week, volleyball schedule is November 23rd at Powell and November 30th at Elkhorn.
McNabb boys basketball has been on quite the winning streak. On Monday they played Bourbon at home, where 6th grade lost but 7th and 8th grade won. Then on Tuesday they played Harrison County at home and had a clean sweep of big wins. Let's go to our reporter who was at the game.
I'm here with
Landon Wilson.
and I'm going to ask him a few questions about his game tonight. So what was the score?
I don't even know.
Okay. How did you play tonight?
Good.
And what do you hope to do in your next game?
Win.
We took it down!
It's Morgan Toy, and I'm here with
Jackson.
And I'm going to ask him a few questions about his game tonight. How did you play?
I played bench.
Did you guys win your game tonight?
Yes.
We also had wrestling traveling to Georgetown for their first match this season. Good luck to all of our wrestlers.
Now on the sports interview.
Hey guys, I'm Morgan Toy, and I'm here with
Aubriana.
and
Triton.
and today I'm going to be asking them a few questions about wrestling. So, how do you think you will do at your first wrestling meet?
Trashy. Like, I got hope, but I don't.
Good, I guess.
What are you most nervous about on Saturday?
Probably going up against other people from different teams.
Nothing.
How long have you been wrestling for?
4 years.
Just started out this year.
What's your favorite wrestling move?
Fish hook and post.
Double leg.
And do you think you will make it to state this year?
Yes.
Yeah. And who do you think is the best wrestler in middle school, Striker or Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
Striker.
Now on to your favorite part of the Dub Show.
Hey guys, it's Brooklyn.
And Lynn.
And we're here with your week's Dub Show.
And we're going to see who can eat the pies the fastest.
Okay guys, I won.
I lost.
Hi, I'm here with Alex Evans. And what is y'all's favorite type of pie? Blueberry pie?
Apple.
Thank you. I'm here with,
Max Coffee.
and we're gonna see how fast he can eat this pie. 3, 2, 1, go. Matt has completed it in 1 minute and 18 seconds. Next we have
Striker Davidson.
3, 2, 1, go. Striker couldn't finish it, but his time was 1 minute and 20 seconds. So thank y'all for watching.
Hey guys, it's Miss Razor with this week's First Chapter Friday. It's nonfiction November, so I picked a nonfiction book for us this week. This is Unbroken by Laura Hillenbrand. All he could see in every direction was water. It was late June 1943. Somewhere on the endless expanse of the Pacific Ocean, Army Air Force's bombardier and Olympic runner, Louis Zamperini, lay across a small raft drifting westward. Slumped alongside him was a sergeant, one of his plane's gunners. On a separate raft, tethered to the first, lay another crewman, a gash zigzagging across his forehead. Their bodies, burned by the sun and stained yellow from the raft dye, had withered down to skeletons. Sharks glided in lazy loops around them, dragging their backs along the rafts, waiting. The men had been adrift for 27 days. Borne by an equatorial current, they had floated at least 1,000 miles deep into Japanese-controlled waters. The rafts were beginning to deteriorate into jelly and gave off a sour, burning odor. The men's bodies were pocked with salt sores, and their lips were so swollen that they pressed into their nostrils and chins. They spent their days with their eyes fixed on the sky, singing White Christmas, muttering about food. No one was even looking for them anymore. They were alone on 64 million square miles of ocean. A month earlier, 26-year-old Zamperini had been one of the greatest runners in the world, expected by many to be the first to break the 4-minute mile, one of the most celebrated barriers in sports. Now, his Olympian's body had wasted to less than 100 pounds, and his famous legs could no longer lift him. Almost everyone outside of his family had given him up for dead. On that morning of the 27th day, the men heard a distant, deep strumming. Every airman knew that sound. Pistons. Their eyes caught a glint in the sky, a plane high overhead. Zamperini fired 2 flares and shook powdered dye into the water, enveloping the rafts in a circle of vivid orange. The plane kept glowing, slowly disappearing. The men sagged. Then the sound returned and the plane came back into view. The crew had seen them. With arms shrunken to little more than bone and yellowed skin, the castaways waved and shouted, their voices thin from thirst. The plane dropped low and swept alongside the rafts. Zamperini saw the profiles of the crewmen, dark against bright blueness. There was a terrific roaring sound. The water and the rafts themselves seemed to boil. It was machine gun fire. This was not an American rescue plane. It was a Japanese bomber. The men pitched themselves into the water and hung together under the rafts, cringing as bullets punched through the rubber and sliced effervescent lines in the water around their faces. The firing blazed on, then sputtered out as the bomber overshot them. The men dragged themselves back onto the one raft that was still mostly inflated. The bomber banked sideways, circling toward them again. As it leveled off, Zamperini could see the muzzles of the machine guns, aimed directly at them. Zamperini looked towards his crewmates. They were too weak to go back in the water. As they lay down on the floor of the raft, hands over their heads, Zamperini splashed overboard alone. Somewhere beneath him, the sharks were done waiting. They bent their bodies in the water and swam toward the man under the raft. So come check this one out from the library and you can see how this ends.